بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. When reading or studying any science, you have to return to its scholars to know what the science is talking about and what does it relate to. Many philosophers across history stated that every science has three main pillars. The first is the definition, the second is the subject of this science, the third is the goal of this science. And theology, just like any science, has these three main pillars. One may ask, why are these three pillars important? The answer to this question is that many of the misconceptions and many who debate against any science usually has a misconception about one of these three pillars. For example, when a physicist debates against the existence of God because there is no physical evidence that God exists, that is a clear example of him not knowing the subject of the science of physics, which is the matter, space, and energy. Not only that, but he is also unaware of the definition of God, which leads us into knowing that God isn't a subject under matter, space, energy, or time. So knowing the definition, subject, and goal of the science will further ahead remove any misconception about this science. Today we're talking about theology. So we're going to present the meaning and subject and goal of theology so we don't mix it with any other science. By knowing these, we can filter out any unwanted information according to this science. First, the definition. Theology is the science that researches the belief system and what we have to believe in, mainly using logic. When we say theology is a science, that means it has its own rules, and we can't mix it around with any rule of other sciences. It is the science that researches the belief system and what we have to believe in, mainly using logic. Belief system is how we believe in stuff, and what we believe in are the subjects to this science. Mainly using logic because we sometimes will go into reading verses and narrations, but all of these verses and narrations usually are going to return to one main idea, which is a logical or a common sense idea. And that is the definition and what we need to mention with this definition. The second is the subject of theology. The subject is the creation and the end and what is in between. In the creation, we will talk about God and whether he exists and what is the creator or who is the creator to this universe. The end, after this universe ends, what will happen? What is in between, such as prophecies, religious laws, imams, and anything that is happening in the universe, in our universe, that relates to religion. Third is the goal, and it is to know exactly what we have to believe in. Here is an important factor. Belief isn't something we choose. Belief is something we have to believe in because it's what the logic believe. And here is an important thing. Belief isn't a choice that anybody could take or can take, such as what to eat, what to drink, what to wear. Belief is just like medicine. It's used not by choosing what to take. It's because you have to take this type of medicine. If I have a headache, I will take a certain part of medicine. I will not take chemotherapy for a headache. Just like it is belief. We have to believe in everything that has a logical reasoning. And if we don't believe in these logical reasonings, We are simply not humans, because what differentiates humans from other creations is the mind. We have the power of the mind. So if we don't follow our common sense and logical rules and our minds, we're simply never going to be real humans. So to sum up what we will talk about later and what we talked about now is that every science, including theology, has a definition, a subject, and a goal. The definition is that theology researches the belief system and what we have to believe in, mainly using logic. The subject is the creation and the end and what is in between. And the goal is to know exactly what we have to believe in, using the logical rules. And these logical rules are going to be the main reasoning for every discussion we will take in this series.